Hello everyone, welcome to this track guide of Hockenheimring in the Lamborghini GT3. I will be using the iRacing fix setup with the default brake bias. And without further ado, let's get into it. So for turn 1 here, I aim to brake in between the 100 and the 50 board, opening up the corner with all the entry curb here, and I drop down to 4th gear. Make sure that you keep the middle of the car on the right side of this curb, otherwise you will get an off track. For the upcoming right-hander, I aim to brake before this entry road on the left. Once again, opening up all the corner with the curb on the left. I try not to run too wide at the exit of that corner here because the upcoming corner leads to a long straight. So it's important that you're able to make the corner flat out. For the hairpin, I aim to brake right at the 150 board, utilizing all of the curb again. I shift all the way down to 1st gear, and I aim to get a nice late apex. For the upcoming left-hander, I aim to brake before the entry road on the right here. And once again, it's important that you don't run too wide at the exit of this corner, because you want to set yourself up for a good exit on the turn that comes up after. So I'm trying to get the car back to the curb on the left so I can get a nice exit for the long straight coming up. As I approach the apex of this corner, I do about a half lift to get some more rotation. Don't use too much of this red curb. If you get the left side tires over it, it can unsettle the car, so just be aware of that. For this sweeping right-hander, it was difficult for me to try to find a reference point. However, I did find this kink in this white line here, and I try to brake just before that. It's important to be patient on a throttle here. It can be really easy to push wide into the gravel. For this turn, I brake before the entry curb on the right. There's lots of camber in this turn, so make sure you take advantage of that. And once again, be patient with the throttle. You don't want to run too wide on the exit here. So after the exit, I hustle the car back to the left to open up the upcoming corner. I aim to brake at the beginning of the grass on the right. It's a long, steady trail brake here. And for the final turn, I aim to use just about 10% brakes at this change of tarmac, before this change of tarmac up ahead. I did make a slight error here, which cost me probably about a tenth off my optimal. I was kind of hesitant on the throttle, and I didn't really utilize all of the runoff on the exit. So you can be a little more confident on your throttle application here. And that's a track guide around Hockenheimring. I will end the video with a chase cam POV hot lap, and thank you for watching.